Welcome to 15 Minutes Health, your source for clear, evidence-based insights in nutrition, neuroscience, longevity, and everyday wellness. Each video delivers science you can trust, designed to help you build a stronger, healthier life, all in under 15 minutes.
You know that feeling, right? That deep, relaxing warmth when you step into a sauna? But what if I told you that while you're just chilling out, your body is actually launching a massive scientific response? Today, we're going to dig into the real science of what's happening in there and how this ancient practice is a seriously powerful tool for your heart, your brain, and your overall resilience.
It's kind of a paradox when you think about it. On the outside, you feel super calm. But inside, whoa, your body is firing on all cylinders, kicking off this whole cascade of biological events. This is way more than just feeling good. It's like a full-body workout without you having to move a single muscle.
And that gets us to the core idea here. The heat is a type of good stress. Seriously, think of it like lifting weights, but for yourselves. This short, intense challenge, it's a process called hormesis, doesn't wear your body down. Nope, it actually signals it to rebuild itself stronger than before. It's forging resilience from the inside out. Okay, so how does this whole cellular workout actually get started? Let's dive into the core mechanism.
It all kicks off with one key process: hyperthermia. And that's just a fancy word for deliberately raising your core body temperature. When you do that, you're basically flipping a master switch in your body, turning on these ancient survival and repair systems. This one single act is the trigger for pretty much every single benefit we're about to talk about.
So this heat stress, it unleashes your body's own little paramedics, heat shock proteins, or HSPs. As the quote says, they're like bodyguards for your brain's cells. They literally rush around repairing damaged proteins and keeping things stable, which is absolutely crucial for protecting your neurons and fighting off cognitive decline.
And that cellular protection leads us right to one of the most powerful and well-studied benefits: giving your heart a heck of a workout, all without ever lacing up your running shoes.
50%. I mean, just look at that number, it's staggering. It comes from this huge Finnish study that followed people for years. It represents a massive drop in the risk of, well, the risk of what exactly?
This is the power of consistency right here. The study showed that going from just one sauna session a week to 4 or more literally slashed the risk of dying from a heart-related event in half. It's a textbook dose-response effect. The more you do it, the more protection you're going to get.
So how in the world does it work? Well, when your body gets hot, your heart has to pump more blood to the skin to help you cool down. Your heart rate goes up, your blood vessels dilate, it improves circulation and can lower blood pressure. You know what that sounds like? It's almost identical to what happens during a moderate cardio session.
But hey, the benefits don't stop with your physical heart. The same stuff that protects your cardiovascular system also extends all the way up to your most valuable asset, your brain.
And the brain benefits are, wow, they're profound. We're talking about a lower risk of horrible diseases like Alzheimer's. But you don't have to wait decades to feel the effects. On a day-to-day basis, sauna use helps rebalance your brain chemistry. It turns down the volume on the stress hormone, cortisol, while cranking up the neurotransmitters that make you feel calm, happy, and good. Okay, this is where the neurochemistry gets super interesting. To deal with the discomfort of the heat, your brain releases something called dynorphin. But here's the cool part. To counteract that, your brain makes your receptors for the feel-good endorphins more sensitive. So you're basically putting up with a little temporary discomfort to upgrade your body's entire system for feeling happy.
Look, the science is awesome, but it's pretty useless if you don't know what to do with it. So how can you actually apply all this? What's the best way to get these benefits safely and effectively? All right, let's cut right to it. What does the research actually say is the sweet spot for a really effective sauna routine?
Here's a pretty simple, evidence-based guide. As you can see, the research points to temps somewhere between 80 and 100 degrees Celsius. That's about 176 to 212 Fahrenheit. If you're just starting out, keep it short, like 5 to 10 minutes. And then you can slowly work your way up to 15 or 20. And remember that dose-response thing we talked about? The biggest benefits come from doing it often, aiming for 4 to 7 times a week. But you know what the most important rule is? Always, always listen to your body. Now, if you want to make this a sustainable, lifelong thing, it is absolutely essential to know the risks and how to avoid them. The good news is they are almost entirely preventable. Just think of these 3 rules as non-negotiable. First, hydrate. Dehydration is the #1 risk, so water is your best friend. Second, never ever mix sauna with alcohol. It dehydrates you and messes with your judgment. That's a really dangerous combination. And third, if you have any pre-existing health issues at all, just talk to your doctor first. It's that simple. So one study looked back at hospital visits for sauna-related injuries. And the results are, well, they're pretty surprising. They weren't mainly about burns from the heat or people overheating. The injuries were overwhelmingly physical things.
And here is the big takeaway, the thing you might not expect. The #1 danger in a sauna isn't the fire or the heat itself, it's the floor. The vast majority of injuries just come from simple slips and falls in a hot, wet place. So really, the most important safety rule is just to move carefully.
So when you really add it all up, the protection for your heart, the benefits for your brain, that mood boost, you really have to ask the question you see on the screen. By tapping into our body's ancient survival programming, could this incredibly simple practice be one of the most powerful tools we have to make ourselves stronger against all the pressures of modern life? The science seems to be pointing to a resounding yes.